We've recently hired a world-renowned chef in the cafeteria, but the only person who seems to understand him is Henrik Lundqvist.
It's furniture to hood. It's from the first nuts in this first uniform.
Henrik, what do you say?
Said today's specials are pickled herring and blood quart.
Blood quart?
You know, we're a global company. It's about time our menu reflected that.
I'll just have a hamburger.
All right, SICHL26 back again, and yeah, if you were watching the last episode, it was clear that we had some injuries, and so I thought I would check and see, and yeah, we got some injuries. Corey Perry gone with a broken foot till the end of December. Hannafin is going to be out for about a week with a hip pointer, and Burns and Shen also going down, so we've got 3 defenders where we did not have a deep bench on defense. And so we are going to have to call up a couple of schlubs from Poughkeepsie, and hopefully that's not going to put it. I mean, that's huge. If we've got 3 defensemen gone for any period of time, I mean, Hannafin thankfully is coming back in about a week, but oof, hopefully the injuries to Burns and Shen are both fairly minor. But what are you going to do? All right, let's check the lines then before we get started and see what we can do. All right, first of all, we don't want McMichael there. We want to do Johnson, Giroux, and we're going to switch them. That is the lineups we want. Vetrano, Stahl, and Texier and Chibrikov are in here. I feel like, who else have we got on, who's scratched? Yeah, because Corey Perry is out, so that's why there's some issues there. We're gonna have to bring up somebody, because I suspect that probably we have a bunch of forwards on defense because of that glitch that they refused. Yeah, we've got Winterton and Van Riemsdyk, so we're gonna have to bring up 2 more defensemen from the minors, and then hopefully then we can put Van Riemsdyk back over. But let's go to the rosters and see, who do we even have? Good lord. We're going to look at defensemen. You can see the injuries in the system. Who can we bring up? We could bring up Keaton Middleton. We could bring up Capobianco. Let me take a look and see where we need the guys in terms of left-right. So we've got an injury to a left, to a right, and to a right. So I need to bring up... Niemela is already up as a right, so I need to bring up 2 left Ds, I guess? No, I need a right D... I'm confused. Hang on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 D-men. So I need to bring up a left and a right, because I've already got Niemela up there. So I need to bring a lefty and a righty up. Okay, so let's go to roster moves. In the system. So we'll bring up Capobianco and Keaton Middleton. All right, he's up. Capobianco. When we send them back down, we may have a waivers issues, but listen, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. We are short at Poughkeepsie. We'll just have them pick them. Let's maybe... What do we have in free agency? Is there any free agents still kicking around that I could pick up? Because maybe I could pick up an extra guy or 2, at least to help out in Poughkeepsie while this is going on. Because again, we don't know how long those injuries to Burns and Shen are going to be. And we might lose some of those defenders when they come back down to waivers. So it might not be bad to take a quick peek and just see if there's anybody still left in the free agent market that's worth getting. on defense. Let's take a look. Again, we're going to be looking for two-way contracts only. And we're going to be looking for D-men. Yeah, I mean, not a lot. Not a lot. Davies, Mass, St. Ivany. Hataka. I mean, Hataka is a top 6D medium. He plays both sides, and he's a 75. He's only 25 years old. I mean, it might not be a bad idea to pick him up just for a little extra insurance, and he's not a bad guy to have around anyways. Top 6D medium. I mean, you never know, he might be something. So let's sign Hataka. Santeri Hataka, great name. Two-way contract. Congratulations, sir. You are in. All right. That said, let's go and take a look at the lines so we can fix those up as well. Let's go to the defense first because... Okay. Niemela is up. Again, Topi Niemela, the advantage of this... Listen, you hate to see this many injuries to your defensive line. But the advantage is Niemela is a decent prospect, so if we can maybe get him some minutes in, maybe that'll help his development, right? But Kepa Bianco Middleton is not a great bottom line to have, but listen, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We'll have to hope that it all works out. On offense, we have Van Riemsdyk back again. We have Eberle. We have Vetrano. Again, we need to find a better D-man down there. Again, they've screwed up all this again, so we're going to have to switch this. Bada bing, bada bang. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada bing, bada bop. There we go. That's all fixed. All right. I mean, listen, that's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that'll do us well. So now we are going to go to the calendar. We are going to play out the rest of November and then pick our December game to play. Coming off that 3-0 loss to the Vipers, let's see how we fare against the Slammers with this patchwork roster. 5-3 loss. This is going to be a long stretch of games, ladies and gentlemen. At least until Hannafin's back. This is going to be a long stretch of games. There's another loss to Boston. They have had our number. It's going to be a good year for rookies in the draft class. You love to hear it because I might be having a high pick at this rate. Okay, the Vipers get us again. Lost to Acadia. Someone wants Zadorov for a good prospect, actually. A 3rd and a 4th. I mean... No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, right now especially. I mean, I'm not in Tanksville yet. You know what I mean? Like, we're not... This is a bad stretch because of injuries, but we're not doing so badly that... I mean, this later in the season, if we're doing badly, this would be something I might consider. But listen, Zadorov's been just smashing guys. He's been great, so... we're going to decline. We're going to decline that. But a good offer. A good offer. Reykjavik Riders. Oh, hold that thought. Now they want Burns for a 3rd and a 6th. No. I have no defenseman left. Why are you trying to get my defenseman? Again, they're trying to get Jordan Stahl. Again, I'm going to decline. There's a win over the Riders. That's some good news. Hannafin must be back. Zach Hyman for a top 6 forward prospect, a 2nd and a 3rd. I mean, that's a good offer for Hyman, but again... There you go. He got that Edmonton Oiler homer price from Jeff. And then we'll finish off the month with a battle against the Oslo Vikings and a shootout loss. We are back down to the bottom of the standings just about. Let's get to November. Okay, I don't think we have any RFAs that that's relevant to, so we're fine there. Okay, before we figure out who we're playing, let's go back quickly. Let's check our injury status to see if we have maybe some more information or if some of these injuries are gone. Corey Perry's the only one still gone, so everyone's back. That's great. Let's take a look at the lines and see if they've already fixed themselves. Again, they just love to have McMichael up top, but he stinks at face-off, so we're going to put Johnston, Giroux. I'm McMichael. I wish I could set like default edit lines. Like barring an injury, this is who I want where, and just leave it that way. You know what I mean? But the only way to do that is if I take over line making completely, and then that means every time there's an injury, I need to go in and fiddle with the lines, which I don't want to do. But I just want a coach to just kind of just do what I tell them generally. You know what I mean? But whatever. Okay, there we go. That's the lineup. Again, Winterton should not be getting these many minutes, but if we're in playoff contention, I'm definitely going to have to get another center for sure, because I can't just continue with Winterton. The rest of these guys are okay. You know what I mean? They'll do. Can I switch Killorn for Van Riemsdyk? That's actually a little better. And what if I did Eberle Vetrano? No, he's better there. Okay, on defense, more importantly, we've got Hannafin, Burns, Nurse, Zadorov, OEL, Shen. We are back to normal on defense. You love to see it. And then no issues with the goalies, so that's all right. Okay, let's figure out who we are playing in the month of December. Taking a look at teams that we have not played. Now I got to look back and see who we've played because I keep forgetting. Have we played the Sun Devils? We played the Sun Devils. Okay, I am correct. Hold the phone. I am correct. We have played the Aces and the Sun Devils. Okay, so it's going to be Jacksonville, Banff, Dublin, Reykjavik, and Brno. So only 5 options here. We got a lot of double games here. So let's do the random numbertron, and it is number 2. So number 2 would be Banff. Oh, baby. We are playing the returning Stanley Cup champions. Let's sim to that point. A 5-1 win over the Steelhawks. How are we faring against the Sun Devils? 5-1 loss. Let's see if we can pick up a win here against Jacksonville. Incoming trade, a 2nd and a 3rd for Dixon, a 3rd and a 4th. Now, I should check this out because, as mentioned, I do need a center. So let's take a look at it. Again, I'm going into edit trade just so I can see what Dickinson's stats are. How much cap space do I have? Not a lot. Do I even have enough cap space to put him in there? I guess if Winterton is sent down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if... Okay, well, we'll see if I've got enough cap space for that. I guess I should. 81... Let's see. Face-offs are 80. That's a perfectly acceptable level of face-offness. He's got some wheels. He's making 1.7 for 2 years, so I've still got him for next year even. So that's not bad. That is not awful. Again, just as like... that's definitely a better option than Winterton. I'd be giving up a 2nd and a 3rd, but the 3rd and 4th is for the following year. So that means I've got no 2nd or 3rd again for this year. I think I'm going to wait. It's not a bad offer. I'm very tempted on this, but I'm going to wait because, again, I don't know which way the wind is blowing with this team. You know what I mean? Like, if we continue to stink, then there's no point in picking up Dickinson. I might as well let Winterton get some minutes in and save that 2nd and 3rd. That's the 2nd year in a row I'd have no 2nd or 3rd. I'd have to go scrambling and find trades for them. So, yeah, I'm going to... that is tempting. That is tempting, but... Oh, no. Oh, crap. I did it. Oh, crap. Did I do it? I did it. Okay. Oops. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Well, there we go. We got him. Oh, God. I pushed the wrong button. I pushed A instead of B like a dumbass. And so now, okay. Well, let's take a look at the lines and see. Okay. Well, there you go. Listen, maybe it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Maybe the stupid part of my brain is smarter than the smart part of my brain. It's certainly larger. All right, well, listen. That might be the best mistake I ever made. We'll find out. We're going to switch these guys up. Now, of course, every time this happens, I've got to switch all these dudes again. But I mean, again, Dickinson on that fourth line is definitely better. That's a better option. So I'll take it. Who do I have scratched right now? Because I called up all those guys. Can I send them down? I've got Chibrikov, Winterton, Texier. Okay, so the D-men must have been sent back down again to the minors. So that's fine. They obviously didn't play long enough. They had to play clear waivers, so that was good. So, all right. Well, listen, it is what it is. Clearly, it was meant to be that I have Dickinson. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta check stats before we do that. I can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. Well, that's okay. That's not coming as a surprise to anybody, I'm sure. Let's go to Stats Central. Again, Philadelphia slipping down to 6th place. Jacksonville still on top. The Buckaroos, Aces, Colonials, and Spartans. And then Tigers and Grunge at the bottom. And let's take a look at the European division. The Cougars surging up to the top of that division. Brno, Havana, Dublin, Hamburg, London, Oslo, and Reykjavik. Over to the Canada East division. The Schooners on top. Slammers, Steelhawks, Express, Bears, Rex, Ice, and Millionaires. And then in the West, Regina, Victoria, well, Vancouver Island, the Mustangs, Vipers, Huskies, Sun Devils, Rockies, and Superstars. So the Rockies have fallen off a little bit. Maybe it was like me. They had a lot of high-priced top-end talent that they couldn't keep. But listen, let's see how we fare. Taking a quick look at the stats. Wyatt Johnson still on top, although his pace has dropped a little bit. Hyman, Genther, Nurse, Stahl, Killorn, Zuccarello, Giroux, and McMichael is not doing as well as I'd hoped. McMichael might be a guy, if I'm being honest, even though he's only 25, and ostensibly he should be better than he is for me. He's not good in faceoffs, and they keep wanting to put him in the center position, which I don't like. And did he get any better at faceoffs? No, he still stinks at faceoffs. I might trade Connor McMichael. You know what? Let's see right now. If I traded Connor McMichael, what could I get for him? We're spitballing here. We're spitballing here, everybody. What will you give me for Connor McMichael? Because he's got a decent trade value. Right? Like that's a pretty good trade value. All right, so we have prospect second. Again, like good for that, but I mean I want to see if I can get like an actual decent player for him. Would be ideal. You know what I mean? Lakovic and 2 seconds. Again, it's going to look like top 6 forward and a pair of seconds. Now, this is where if I were able to edit the trades and actually propose trades and finagle them, I could probably turn those 2 seconds into a first-round pick. But I'm not allowed to do that. And so I have to just sit and wait. Again, top 6 forward prospect in 2 seconds. That looks like it's going to be the standard here. 2 seconds from the Grunge. Yeah, I mean, again, prospect and 2, a good prospect and 2 seconds would be what I get from McMichael. But what I'm looking for is like another guy like McMichael, but not McMichael. So, all right. I mean, listen, he's got value. If I tinkered with the trade thing where I got rid of once on picks, then maybe I'd get some different offers. But I think for now we're going to leave it. But that's something I'm open to. That is something I am open to. So we may, when we getting close to the trade deadline and we're making some trades, whether we're in or whether we're not, I'm going to re-look at it. I'm going to maybe, like I say, take out from the trade block that I want picks. And then if I'm just getting players, will someone offer me someone good for them? We'll see. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to the game. The Banff Rockies versus the Philadelphia Fire Ants. CPU versus CPU. Kucherov, Carlson, and Dobson for Banff. We're just going to play the regular jerseys and start the game. Fingers crossed, we are against the reigning Stanley Cup champions. Struggling a little bit this year, but listen, so are we, in fairness, so.
Welcome back to EA Sports, everyone.
There you go. The flamethrowers are live for the Philadelphia Fire Ants in front of a raucous home crowd.
This city's been buzzing all day, and it's
Johnson versus Lundell.
and there's the puck drop.
And Kucherov comes out with it, tries to sneak in, gets the shot. Stopped by, I'm assuming, Kemper. Gunther rocked at the line by Carlson, gets it up to Toffoli, or Toffoli. Johnston back the other way, but loses the puck. Hannafin fighting for it. Lundell to Foley over, but nice interception there from Brent Burns. Hannafin gets it up over the line, but is stopped. Lundell back the other way, intercepted by Johnston. Gets it up to Gunther. Gunther across the line, takes the shot, but stopped by Mackenzie Blackwood.
Often in pregame, coaches will tell you we want to play heavy hockey, and that's exactly
And
how this
here's
game is
John
starting for
Carlson
them.
just
They're gonna
laying
really start
into.
when you have physical engagement, and that hit right there tells
I
me
think
they're
that was
ready,
Wyatt
they're on
Johnston, but
point,
just
and they're dialed
boom. Have a seat, sir. Have a seat.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We're
Middlestat
still
versus Giroux.
Alberta's
Middlestat
got the puck
wins.
to go into defensive zone faceoff.
Besser around to Dobson to Palmieri.
Space inside the D zone.
Palmieri had a great season last year. Comes in there, but is stopped.
Big time hit.
Giroux dumps it into the corner. Drysdale up to Dobson. Long pass to Palmieri. And Palmieri slips around the defender. Middlestat grabbed it, but was rocked. And the puck just floats into Darcy Kemper with the easy stop. And Darnell Nurse, oof, making him pay.
Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Still lots of time left here in this frame.
Carlson versus Giroux. And tied up back to the line. Zub takes the shot, gloved by Kemper. And he is going to hang on to that one. Jason Dixon, first game since being traded.
To a new team and you're playing in your first game, especially because you want to find chemistry, and sometimes you can overthink it, try and pass it too much because you're trying to be unselfish. You
Nurse
just gotta get out there, be yourself,
gets it up to
stay
McMichael.
play
McMichael, long
the game
pass
the way you know how.
to Hyman. Hyman takes the shot. Oh, McMichael right there for the rebound, but Artem Zub picks that up. Olofsson with a rocket just wide of the net. McMichael carries it back up into the offensive zone over to Zadorov. Oh, whiffed on the shot. Gets a second chance, and that one is blocked. Isaac Rosen to Carlson. Carlson back to Rosen. Rosen to Olofsson, takes another shot. Deflected, and boom. Rosen puts in the work in the corner, gets the puck back out to Victor Olofsson.
It's gonna be a quick release that gets it done here, James, but I'm more impressed with him getting to
Oh,
position.
Olofsson. Wait a second. Olofsson, wasn't that the guy we had in our first year?
You pay the price, and
Am I
because he
wrong,
does,
or was
he
Victor
scores the
Olofsson
goal.
part of our team? I think he was. A beautiful goal here. Again, just hard work pays off. And the Banff Rockies, look at that, Olofsson up to 10 goals. God, I hope that's not the same Olofsson that I had then, or I'm going to look like a dummy. Vetrano across the stall, but Shot is blocked. Svechkov
The Rockies were playing from the defensive zone.
heads back the other way.
Here we go. Puck's in deep.
Schenn picks it up. OEL around the net, gets rocked, and Engvall. Pierre Engvall
Philadelphia's gained possession.
gets the shot away, stopped by Kemper. Van Riemsdyk.
Both sides mixed up for the
Ants
battle.
struggling here to get out of their own zone. Good pressure from the Rockies. Schenn gets it up to Vetrano. Vetrano again turned away at the blue line. OEL has to double back.
Larson.
Stahl gets stopped at the blue line. What is going on? OEL
Control of it now from their own end.
finally up over the blue line, but not. Oh, there's a Vetrano clobbered.
That one bit.
Vetrano clobbered, and now we've got another fight here.
This fight is sort of a policing, if you will, of the game, and that's why they've dropped the gloves.
Trying to see who this is between. It looks like Sergachev and Luke Schenn. Vetrano, you can see still down on the ice. I wonder if Vetrano is injured on that hit from Sergachev. And Schenn, oh, with the big right cross.
Well, yeah, and it's the way that it happened, right? They don't think it was a clean hit, and so now all of a sudden they want retribution.
I want to see that shot again, and I want to see whether Frank Vetrano is injured. We do not need another injury, that is for sure. Fire Ants fans giving him the business in the box there.
Set to resume here finally after a spirited scrap just moments ago.
Lindell
Johnson's run the draw.
lost the draw. Burns up to Zuccarello. Zuccarello takes the shot wide of the net to Foley. Long pass up to Kucherov. Drysdale
Physical on that play.
up front gets knocked down. Burns to Hannafin. Hannafin to Zuccarello. Zuccarello slips it back to Hannafin and takes a weird bounce into the corner. But that is going to be it for the first period.
Period number one will take a breather.
An eventful period, that is for sure.
Players will too, and we're coming back with period number two right after this.
Looking to see if we can see that Sergachev hit, but I don't think they're going to show it. We'll have to wait and see. There's the goal from Victor Olofsson from Isaac Rosen. And the Rockies, listen, playing like Stanley Cup champions.
Vetrano's not going to be able to return to the game, James. I mean, that injury
Oh.
he suffered earlier is going to keep him out.
Vetrano
This
is
a tough
injured.
loss for their team.
He is out. And that is bad news for the Fire Ants. Zuccarello to Johnston. Johnston shot up over the net. Zuccarello picks it up. He's pinned along the boards. Pops loose. Johnston picks it up. Johnston
Philadelphia's gonna play it from the corner.
tries to get on the short side, hit the side of the net. Gunther to Johnston. Johnston loses the puck to John Carlson.
Balance on your edges. I mean,
Leads
he
the
is able
rush.
to manipulate
And oof, blistering shot off of the foot of the defender there. Gunther taking it back the other way. 3-on-3. Over to Johnston, takes the shot, stopped.
Gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net. And tries to make a
Lundell
diagonal pass.
tries the long pass,
there's
and
the
that's going to be
line in
icing
the call.
as it missed the mark.
Still plenty of time left in this
Johnson
frame.
versus Lundell again in the face-off circle.
Back underway.
Back to the line, Zadorov to Nurse. Nurse slapper.
Ozone face-off, James. Critical time.
Giroux
Possession with that clean hit.
can't get a shot on the deflection.
Moving around and a real opportunity on net.
Rocked on the
To Foley. Pocket picked. McMichael 3-on-1. Giroux shoots it over the net. Giroux
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great to score.
back to Hyman. Hyman McMichael with the beautiful shot and a beautiful save. Oh my goodness.
Philadelphia's players are frustrated.
Kucherov stopped at the line.
Flips all the time in the game, and they also know how close this one
Oh,
is. They have to find
plastered. It is getting chippy out there, ladies and gentlemen.
press towards the offensive zone.
moves it quickly over to Giroux.
Hyman looks for the man, takes the shot instead.
Save on that opportunity.
Another great save
And now it's over to
by
Kucherov.
Blackwood. Kemper with a weird save on that one. Van Riemsdyk up over the line, can't keep it. Dobson sending it back the other way, but Ants fighting along the boards. Who's going to come away with it? There we go, Dickinson. First game as a Fire Ant, pushes in for a nice shot. Let's go. That's what we want to see. For the guy we kind of accidentally traded for.
Look he wants. once, but unfortunately just misses the mark by inches.
Look at the shot from
and puts it off the
McMichael.
post.
Oh my goodness, just got the blocker up. Blackwood, what a save from Blackwood. Oh, this is going to be a much better angle. Look at that. Oh, did that go off the post? A close call, regardless.
Alberta's ahead 1-0.
Stahl out there against Middlestat. Stahl wins the draw. Hannafin to Eberle. Eberle to Stahl. Back to Van Riemsdyk. Oh, a nice backhand shot from Eberle. They were playing tic-tac-toe in traffic.
The setters will glide into the dot.
But still, 1-0 Banff. They're back in the circle. Back to Hannafin. Hannafin takes a shot from the point. Snatched up by Mackenzie Blackwood.
Puck is frozen up. Philadelphia's got to find a way to
A great game.
plenty of shots on net. And
We're going to give it another try here.
number 2.
Stahl loses that draw. Back in the corner, they're going to fight for it. Pokes loose. Lamoureux fighting up to Zub. Zub to Palmieri, over to Middlestat. Middlestat, oh, the beautiful one-timer. Stopped by Kemper. Van Riemsdyk
Dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
trying to chug through traffic and denied. Sergachev back on the ice. You can hear the boos from the home crowd after that hit that
The booze and the chance every time he touches
injured Frank Vetrano. Beautiful block there
hurt their player.
by the Fire Ants, and Eberle coming back the other way. Pierre Engvall to Svechkov. Svechkov heads to the corner, tries to find the man out front. Stopped by the defenders. Eberle, as the period winds down, coming out looking for the open man. There was an open man. I don't think Eberle saw him. Sergachev, another big hard hit. They're going to be treating him, given the finishes, a little extra oomph for Sergachev.
It's a chance to go grab that final snack.
And there is Sergachev dishing it out as much as he can take it, that's for sure. Again, look at that beautiful shot from McMichael. Almost tied the game, but almost doesn't count it, ladies and gentlemen. Banff still in the lead, 1-0.
Welcome back. She's Cheryl Pounder. I'm James Cebulski.
Wyatt Johnson versus Anton Lundell. Burns loses the puck. Lundell races in, takes the shot. It's loose, and Kemper covers up. A close call to start the third period for the Fire Ants.
They have to use their instincts and they have to start attacking. If they're going to shoot the puck from the perimeter, they have to have traffic in front. If
Johnson
they're
wins the
shooting
draw,
inside,
back to
they gotta
Hannafin.
look for rebounds, and they have
Around the
to
net,
have
up to
a killer
Johnston.
instinct attitude.
Getting chased here.
Pass to Gunther.
Rink wide to Gunther. Gunther cuts across. Zuccarello grabs it. Back into the corner, Sergachev to Carlson. Carlson, long pass up to Kucherov. To Foley, rather. It's sent to the corner by Kemper. Lundell back to the line for Sergachev with a beautiful shot. And Hannafin. Pass up to Zuccarello, who is knocked flat by Carlson. Kucherov takes the shot. Another stop by Darcy. Kemper having a great game. Hannafin up to Gunther. Gunther rocked. Carlson cuts across and right into Zadorov. He is slow to get up. Puck goes offside. Nikita Zadorov just rocks him.
Everyone can elicit some sort of response on their next shift. They can rally the troops and they can get back in this thing.
Alberta's motor has been non-stop tonight. Lots of shots.
Giroux in the dot versus Middlestat this time. Back to Nurse, up to McMichael. McMichael with a little move at the blue line. Over to Giroux. Giroux makes a move. And the save by Blackwood. Good rush there from Philadelphia, but still can't get a goal into the net. Giroux loses the draw to Middlestat, but Hyman comes out with it anyway, but Now the Rockies coming back the opposite way. Brock Besser to Middlestat. Middlestat takes a weak shot. Oh, the big juicy rebound. A close call there for the Fire Ants. Got a little lucky. McMichael up to Nurse. Over to Hyman. Almost offside there, but Hyman circles around. Back to Zadorov, who passes it into the corner, rather. And now Palmieri tries to pass to Besser, but it is intercepted. Van Riemsdyk up to Nurse. Nurse tries to get it across, but no dice. And now look at the speed of Noah Dobson. Pass intercepted by Shen. Nurse again. I don't know, was Nurse at center? What's going on here? He's leading every rush. Stahl takes the shot. Dickinson back to Nurse. Maybe Nurse is at center. I don't know what's going on here. Besser brings it up to Rosen. Dickinson, good defensive work. Clogged up here in the neutral zone.
And he feeds it down to Carlson.
2 minutes left on the play. Carlson rocked.
Yeah, I love the way he encroaches on his opponent along the boards here. James just lined up perfectly.
Shen to McMichael. McMichael to Killorn. Killorn takes the shot. Stopped by Blackwood.
Handles the pass. Quick pass across to
Sergachev pinned along the boards. Pops out to Shen. Over to Nurse. To McMichael. We're pulling the goalie. And a scramble out front. And Blackwood hangs onto it. Nice hit here from Casey Middlestat, or on Casey Middlestat rather, by Nurse. And Middlestat looks like he's still feeling it. All right, extra attacker trying to tie it up here as the period winds down. A crucial face-off lost. Drysdale to the corner. Back to OEL. OEL takes the shot, blocked. Deflected out front. Drysdale to Foley for the empty net goal. And that could be it for the Fire Ants. Can't get a goal to save our lives, ladies and gentlemen. Putting up the pressure all game, but just can't get anything past Blackwood. What is going on?
On the dying moments of the game, they get the empty netter, James, and that's just a result of having urgency, making sure they protect the middle of the ice.
And there you go.
They get it down the ice.
Easiest goal Toffoli's ever scored.
The Rockies' persistence pays off as they get
And that puts him up to 10 on the season.
Yeah, that should be the insurance marker, James. They've got a comfortable lead now. They can all breathe a little bit lighter, and that should finish it off.
All right, here we go. One last rush. Hannafin, blistering shot, stopped by Blackwood as the goalie comes out again. Dobson looking to pad his stats. Stahl just clears it. That's going to be icing. 2.3 seconds left to go. That is going to be it for the Philadelphia Fire Ants. And things are looking a little grim for Philly. Almost got an extra one there. Almost got the extra one there. I mean, you got to be disappointed. A great game for Mackenzie Blackwood and for the Banff Rockies. I mean, listen, back-to-back shutouts, at least in the played games, and it is looking rough for the Philadelphia Fire Ants. Again, I'm hoping that we can pull it around, or at the very least, get so bad that we get a high draft pick. One or the other. Last year, we were a little bit in no man's land. That didn't help us ultimately. Listen, credit where credit is due. A good game for the Banff Rockies and a win for the defending Stanley Cup champions. that is going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next time to see if we can find some way. Oh, before we do that, let's take a quick look and see if Vetrano is injured. Sometimes they're just out of the game. Let's take a quick look. This is a quick little peek. Just because I can't wait until next time, so I want to look now. Oof, yeah, okay. Upper body injury. And that could be real bad news for us if Vetrano is out. All right, that's it. You'll have to wait till next time to see how bad that injury is and to see whether we can start turning things around here in Philadelphia. I'll see you next time.